Welcome to the Denver Folklore Center. My name is Saul, and I'd like to talk to you today about ukuleles. Here at the Folklore Center, we've noticed over the last decade a dramatic increase in the number of people coming in asking about ukuleles. All of the stringed instruments that we sell, mandolins, banjos, ukuleles, the ukulele is pretty much the easiest one to learn. It only has 4 strings on it compared to those other instruments, which generally have more. The other instruments are steel string, by the way, which are a little tougher on your fingers when you're just getting started, while ukuleles are always strung with nylon strings. They're much easier and softer on the fingers. And one of the great things about the ukulele having only 4 strings on it is you can start making chords with 1 finger, 2 fingers, and when it gets really complicated, 3 fingers. So not very hard to figure out how to play enough chords that within a very, very short period of time you can be playing some of your favorite songs. So ease of playing is the first thing that I would point to. The second is the ukulele is a very lightweight instrument. It's easy to transport. Doesn't weigh much, it's not very large, it's not going to take up space in your house. If you want to take it on vacation, it's pretty easy to do that as well, even in places like campers or RVs where you don't have enough space to carry large-scale instruments. So, easy to learn, easy to transport. And the third factor is that among all of the instruments we've been talking about, the ukulele is the most affordable. Our instrument quality grade ukuleles start at about $70. And they do go up substantially from there. You can probably see behind me and on our walls a variety of different ukuleles, ranging from $70, candidly, all the way up to our very elite models, which are in the low thousands of dollars. Now, you probably noticed that there are 3 ukuleles sitting here and they don't look like they're the same size. And you would be right. There are 3 basic ukulele sizes. The smallest is called the soprano. The center one is known as a concert, sometimes called the alto ukulele, and the largest one is the tenor ukulele. So let's talk about what it means to have 3 different body sizes in the ukuleles. Obviously, as the ukulele bass gets bigger, the body, this part of it here, it's going to produce more sound. The larger the space that's inside of an instrument for the air to move around, the larger the top is that can vibrate, which is really what generates the sound for the ukulele. The more space you have, the louder the volume of the guitar. So the soprano ukulele is kind of the quietest one. The concert is a little bit louder, and the tenor is that much louder, even further than that. The other thing that's important to note is the length of the neck on the ukulele. Now, why is that important? Well, when we make sounds on a ukulele, when we play notes, we play between these metal pieces here, which we call frets, and you press down the string between the frets. Now, as you get up to the top of a neck on a ukulele, the space there is much, much smaller. And if you look at the soprano, you can see how tight it gets up on the neck there. And so for folks who have normal size adult hands, grown-ups, it's a little easier to make the sounds, make the notes sound clean on the tenor or the concert. So we generally encourage adults to choose either the tenor or the concert size. For young people, they have a choice of any of them. They'll all work just fine for them. One of the most important things about ukulele is what kind of wood is it? So different types of wood produce different tones. And if we think in terms of a continuum, one end of the continuum might be called bright, and the other might be called warm. Some people would call it dark. So woods like spruce, and the top of this ukulele is spruce, and maple, which is the back of this ukulele, those are at the brighter end of the continuum. So you're going to get a brighter sound out of a ukulele. When you combine spruce with maple, that's pretty much the top of the bright end. At the other end is mahogany. And so this ukulele is completely made out of mahogany, top, back, and sides. Generally are considered at the warmer or darker end of the continuum. And then there are a lot of woods. This is acacia, for example, koa, cedar, rosewood. Those woods kind of are somewhere tone-wise in between the low and the high, or the dark and the bright. Changing the woods will change the sound of that ukulele. There's another factor to consider when we're talking about wood, and that is whether the wood that was used to build it is solid wood or what we call laminated or layered wood. This one would be an example of an all-wood ukulele. Solid wood top, meaning one plank of wood was used to make the top, and then another and another for the back and the sides. That would be a solid wood instrument. At the other end would be an all laminated wood instrument. And this is made by taking several layers, 2 or 3 layers of very thin slices of wood, sometimes called veneer, pressing them together, gluing them, and then shaping them and carving them into the ukulele. This one over here has the solid spruce top, the tenor, and laminated or layered wood for the back and the sides. Now that's going to affect the tone as well. If you go from an all laminate to a solid wood top to an all wood, you're going to hear differences in how those ukuleles sound. Some people will argue that the more solid wood, the better. There is a trade-off when you have more solid wood on a ukulele, and the first trade-off is that they're a little more expensive. The more solid wood on an instrument, generally they cost a little bit more. The other trade-off is that solid wood instruments need a little bit more love and care than a laminated instrument. We live in a climate here in Colorado, for example, where it's very warm and very humid in the summertime, but in the winter we dry out tremendously. If you buy an all-wood ukulele or a ukulele with a wood top, we're going to talk to you a little bit about humidifying that instrument during the winter months. It's very easy to do and it's not expensive to do it. I just want to finish by mentioning that we also here at the Folklore Center carry all the accessories that you might want for your ukulele. We have lots of case choices, carrying case choices for you. We have tons of music back here right behind me. We've got books to help you get started playing the ukulele. If you're already playing, we have more advanced music. And I would venture to say, no matter what your musical tastes are, there are books back here filled with those kinds of songs. We also have tuners, and we have straps, and we have capos, and we got lots of ukulele string. We've got all that in stock, and you can come in and see us. So stay in touch with us, come see us, call us at 303-777-4786. You can check out some of our higher-end ukuleles on our website, denverfolklore.com. Thanks for sticking with me through this, and have a great day.